Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. My name is Jack and this is Sipping with Jack, where we talk, chat, and just get into it, girl. We're just gonna get straight into it because I've been on a break for a minute. And when I say a minute, last time I recorded was in 2020. That year was a bitch, let's just be honest. I went through a lot that year, which I'll get into a little later in this podcast, where I've really been for that time being. But first of all, I want to thank everyone who has been listening to the podcast. Even though I haven't been doing my work, I've been kind of an absentee father over here, but I really appreciate you guys because I still see you guys listening. I still see you guys downloading the podcast, and I truly, truly appreciate it. So literally, I'm back because you guys have been showing so much support and been so consistent. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much. And let's get into it because it is 2022, y'all. We are in another year. I was about to say we're in another year stuck at home because, girl, I started this podcast when I started this podcast in 2019 when I was living my best life. And then 2020 hit, and then 2021 hit, and it's just like, damn, those years did a number on your girl. But you know what? What doesn't kill you make you stronger, in the words of Kelly Clarkson. And I'm pretty sure that saying is from somebody else, but Kelly, my queen, so I acknowledge her on this pod. Okay. But let's go ahead, get into it, kind of recap about what has been happening, what's going on. As I said, this is a podcast where I literally just talk my shit while we drink on alcohol and non-alcoholic drinks, because you know my vibe, y'all. I'm for all the girls, you know? So today we are sipping on actually Starbucks Irish Cream Cold Brew, which I actually have a funny story about that today. But I'm sipping on some cold brew because it's 12 o'clock right now in the afternoon. So I kind of just wanted to drink something to get my energy up, boosted. You know what I'm saying? So here's the little funny story about my cold brew. So this morning I woke up and I really wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts because I wanted to review one of their new drinks that are out. Let me see if I can pop this on my phone. I am a professional, y'all. Just, get into it a little slowly. Which one was it? It wasn't a signature latte. See, I already forgot. The drink I wanted to try today was the brown sugar cookie cold brew cold foam. And I love you, Dunkin', but that is a long ass name, even for me. Okay, I'm just like, girl, it's too much. So when I went to Dunkin', I wanted to review this drink and grab breakfast and do all that stuff because I was going into my little office studio today to get the work done. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to Dunkin', I ordered my donut, which I got one of those, like I don't know, it's the cute donut that has the chocolate with the little ball on it. And then when I ordered that, I was like, you know what, let me order my cold brew drink too. And while I was saying that, y'all, I didn't even finish saying the whole title. I said brown sugar cookie. And the guy was like, we don't have any brown sugar syrup at all. And I was like, oh. And mind you, it was like 10 o'clock when I was there. I was like, oh, your brain was so fuzzled because that's literally the only drink I wanted to drink at Dunkin' today. Like, I can't even kid you. I didn't even want to try another drink. So I was like, you know what? Never mind. I won't have anything. So the guy's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'll just take a drink. And I got a sandwich. I got my donut, and then I got my sandwich, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll go. I'm like, I have water. But I was like, I really want my cold brew. So this is what my traveling lot ass did. The Dunkin' I go to, it is right across the street from a Starbucks. So the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, you can see, you could literally, they see Starbucks drive-thru. So I was like, you know what? Let my ass go to Starbucks because I love their cold brew over there. And I was like, I'd be damned if I don't have a cold brew today. You know what I'm saying? So my little ass gets out of the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, goes right across the street to my Starbucks to get my cold brew. And I started laughing because I'm like, this guy probably deadass saw me leave the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru to go to Starbucks to get my cold brew, because he's like, you're not gonna get a drink? And I'm like, no thank you. And I just drive my little ass over to Starbucks to get my cold brew. You know, I'd be damned if a queen don't get a cold brew today, you know. So that was kind of like my little funny story of going two places. But I was going to go to another Dunkin' Donut because there was one about 10-minute drive up north from where I was. And I'm like, nah, it's not that deep. I'll just go another day to try it out. So that review will be coming soon. Just not today, not this weekend, you know. But this Irish cream cold brew, it's good. The only thing I would have to say is that it doesn't look like any of the Irish cream cold brews I've ever had before in my life. She is looking different, but she's tasting the same, which kind of, it's a little weird. I ain't gonna lie, a little strange, but it is what it is. It's giving me the caffeine and the energy I need for the day, you know? Sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover, you know? We've all heard that saying, right? I don't know why I switched on to my Oprah hat. I'm like, you know, let's talk about our souls today. Not really. We will get into those kind of topics later, but it's kind of just a little sit down chill. I'm in my sweatpants, literally wearing Uggs. I'm chilling in the office. I have my heater blasting, so I am just so warm and cozy. It's kind of like a chill sesh. But usually, since it's been so long, I kind of want to do a little house cleaning topics. Is that what it's called? Because I remember like my teachers are like, house cleaning situations, and of course I never really be listening, so hopefully I said it right. But I wanted to get some things out of the way, kind of explaining what I kind of want this podcast to be this time around. My first podcast, we did talk a lot about pop culture and just all the topics. I did have a section called Trigger Trush. She coming back, okay? She is coming back. I just don't have any topics this week that I'm actually really triggered by. So this week we're just gonna keep it chill. The next thing is this podcast, if y'all can't really tell, this is gonna be super unfiltered. I'm just gonna tell my bullshit, because you know how I am. If you know me in real life, this is who I am. So I'm just going to be able to just give that extension of who I am and just letting you guys see that. And I feel like the first podcast around, I did want to keep it a little more censored. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, I don't care no more. I am talking, and I really appreciate you guys are loving and enjoying. And if you like it, please, let's go take this journey together, y'all, because it's going to be a journey. Okay, and I'm just so super excited about that. We're going to be talking about, pop culture, because that is my thing. That's never going to go away. We're going to talk about life topics, maybe a little conspiracy theories like I did earlier, which I did the moon conspiracy theory, which, girl, I might do a little re-upload, a little remastery of it, because I still think that oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with conspiracy theories, but conspiracy theories mixed with pop culture, we're gonna figure it out, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out. Just right now, we just go in with the motion. But now that I got all of the house cleaning topics out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about where I have truly been the last 18 months, y'all. So the last podcast y'all saw me in was 2020, and that was in July, where I did a podcast about the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion situation, which, can you believe that was in 2020? That's wild, because I think Meg has her court date this month. Well, technically it's January. It's the end of January when I'm recording this, so it's January 30th today. I think she already had her law or court date. Girl, let me look it up, because I got my computer right here. Court date, Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, her name is so long. I didn't realize that. Okay, so what I'm looking at is that the scheduled to return to court for arraignment on January 13th. So it was just a little bit while ago, and he did his whole pleading thing. So that shit is still going on where I last left off the podcast. So kind of going full circle. They're still, figuring it out. Tory Lanez bothers me. That's all I'm going to have to say. I think I still stand true with what I said in my last podcast. So if you guys want to go watch that, it is what it is. I haven't really changed my thought. I think that situation was trash. And, oh my gosh. And then the whole DaBaby thing happened. That's what I'm saying. So much shit happened. But yet nothing really happened with the court case. Which is poor K? Okay? But whatever. It is what it is. But that's where I last left off the podcast. So in between that, the last podcast that I did, actually, as I said, 2020 was a hard year. I think in general, it was just a hard year for everyone, because we were battling a pandemic. We were seeing people literally passing at the wazoo. And then the other thing that really hit me hard during 2020 was that I was actually being laid off from my job during the pandemic, which I'll probably get into that story a little bit later. It's just, girl, if I tell you the full story of my whole situation being laid off or let go, y'all would be like, damn, Jack, that was fucked up. And it was. But looking back at it, it was just such a weird time, because it's we were in the pandemic, we didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then at the same time my job was bitch, you ain't safe. So I was what the fuck am I gonna do? I gotta worry about myself and get my shit together. So that's basically what I was doing in 2020. But I ended up leaving that job the end of the year in November, and now I'm working a new job, which I really like. I'm an analyst, if y'all didn't know, but I'm an analyst in the financial field, which I like. It's very stressful. It's a different game, but that's also why y'all haven't seen me either, because I be working hours. I be working overtime. I think this month I've been working so much damn overtime, and there's some days I be working 11-hour days. So yeah, so that's where my ass has been. But also, I haven't been super, silent this year. I really started taking my Sipping with Jack YouTube a lot more seriously. So if you are interested in seeing other stuff from me, check out my podcast. Or, bitch, you are on my podcast. But check out my YouTube channel, Sipping with Jack, where I review all the type of beverages, honey, non-alcoholic and alcoholic. And it's just a fun time over there. So swing over there. See me, every week if you want to, but you'll be hearing from me every single week on this podcast too. Also, for right now, this podcast will be audio only until I kind of get my studio still a little more set up. It's cute, don't get me wrong, it's cute, but it's hard to get lighting kind of situated right now. So we're going to try to figure that out. But right now, it's just going to be audio. And if you guys want that to change, just let me know. Comment down below because, you know, I love to chat. So, yeah. So for right now, the podcast is going to be audio only. And we're just going to move like that. But, honey, don't be sad that it's audio only because, girl, I'm going to still bring that fire. I'm still going to bring that heat with my mouth. I don't know why I felt like that was not the best thing to say, but whatever. We're just going to move on from there. So that's kind of a brief kind of overview timeline of where I've been. Bitch has just been working. She been inside our house, and it's been a motherfucking pandemic, okay? That's basically, I feel like, a lot of people's stories that can relate, but that's literally what's been going on. But let's talk about 2022. It is a whole new year, a whole new chapter of new experiences, new adventures, just new, which I'm always excited when a new year starts because I feel like that's a fresh slate for myself. But I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like we're just setting ourselves up for failure sometimes, which I like to set myself. Let me say that. Yeah, I feel like New Year's resolutions, I feel like it just sets people up to, like, fail. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to be like, hey, this is the new year, and new me. We're gonna do all this shiz. And then a lot of us don't accomplish it. So that's why I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. But damn it, when I say that, there's one goal that I really do want to work on this year, and that's my sleep. I am horrible at sleeping. I don't even know how is somebody bad at sleeping? It's me, bitch. I don't know what is good. It's just like, when it's time to go to bed, I just don't want to. It's like I'm fighting myself. And then I just go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake up at like 6:30 because I gotta go to work. And I'm like, okay, we can't be functioning with 4 hours of sleep daily, and then I'm drinking cold brew to, like, make up the lack of sleep that I get. So I think that's the one thing I want to get better at, because caffeine can't be the substitute for my life anymore. Even though we love caffeine over here, never get it twisted. You know, sipping on my cold brew, and I know somebody's gonna be like, well, it's cold outside. For the girls that know, cold drinks, cold brew, iced coffee, it's for any season, okay? If you know, you know. If you don't, get into it, girl. But yeah, let me know if you guys are doing New Year's resolutions at all this year, or are you just like, hey, it is what it is. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I don't need a month, or damn, I don't need a day or a year to, like, tell me about that, you know? I don't know. Let me know. Y'all grown. Let me know what's good. Let's go ahead, switch over to pop culture stories, because there was Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. We all know that they are going through a divorce right now. I don't think anybody's signed any papers. I think Kim filed for divorce, but they're still, like, kind of in limbo land. I don't know. They need to get divorced, because I am honestly tired of Kanye West's antics. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Kanye West musically, okay? Let's define that. Musically, I think he's a genius. I think, child, oh my gosh, everything is so good. Donda is amazing. Donda 2 is coming out, if y'all don't know. But this whole situation, Kanye just seems so exhausting. Like, he just seems like an exhausting ass man. And now I'm kind of looking at Kim like, girl, you went through a lot. You went through a lot, because this man now is coming out here talking about how he still loves Kim, but he's parading around a girl that he's, like, making over it, which doesn't fucking make sense, like, at all. Like, if you like your my ass is, if you like your wife. Like, if he says he loves his wife, why isn't he just with her? But I just feel like Kanye's erratic. And I know some people are going to be like, well, you know, he does have mental health, you know, struggles with bipolar and all that stuff. But some of the shit he's saying, I think that's just him. I think he's just, like, a dick, honestly. Because he's coming out here talking about how Pete Davidson has AIDS, which, what the fuck? Honestly. I was actually talking to someone about this, and they're like, yeah, he, like, pale, but that don't mean he has the right to say he's sick. Which, I don't want to laugh at that, please. Forgive me. But, I just think it's ridiculous, because I know Kanye's trying to hurt Kim, and, like, and I know he doesn't like the situation, but, like, he can't have his cake and eat it, too. You can't have a girl and, like, parade her on the streets, right? But then talking about how you want your ex-wife, but then also talking shit about her new man. Like, babes, let's get it together. Let's take a second. Just figure out what the fuck is going on in your life. Just take a second, breathe. It's like sometimes when I see Kanye talk, or see him do anything, or hear him do anything, I'm just like, did you not take a second? Did you not take a second? The world is not like an open diary where you need to tell us everything you're feeling inside. Because majority of the stuff that you say, you know, it ain't it. And it's just so offensive also. So, I don't know. This whole situation kind of makes me feel bad for Kim, but also I feel some type of way about the Kardashians. If you know, you know. But I don't know. I feel like when you have a man like that does not have a filter and just does whatever he wants, ooh, my heart goes out for that situation, especially for Kim, because I feel like she don't need to go through that. But Kanye, get it together, babes. Get it together, because I can't keep hearing you saying this stuff, acting this erratically, because it's like you're just doing too much. And as I said, it's exhausting. It is exhausting right now. All exhausting. But let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Feel kind of bad for Kim going through the situation, or you kind of know, like, you kind of feel like this is Kim's kind of karma, kind of what she's done in her past and her history, like, whatever, you don't feel bad for them, or you just think Kanye's exhausting and just let it be, because he always goes through this cycle of kind of going through this stuff. I don't know. Let me know down below. Let me know your whole thing. And also, let me know if you think him saying about line that he thinks Pete Davidson, I was about to say Pete once, I mean Pete Davidson, if you think, I think that shit was so out of line. Like, I know rappers really do like to say anything and everything for, like, shock value, but I truly think that shit was so out of line that you just don't say that. Like, I know you're upset and you're mad, but, like, don't speak on people like that unnecessarily. And I really want to hear your guys' opinion on that. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think, hey, it's the name of the game, he says whatever he feels, so why should we be shocked? Or do you feel like, babe, like, that was too much. That was not the move, and that's offensive. I think it's just offensive. And, Kanye gonna look back and say all this shit, but Kanye's also the guy that said that Kim was a white supremacist at the same damn time. So, you let me know. Let me know now in the comment section, girl. Let me know what is good. Okay, well, we are coming to the end of Sipping with Jack podcast, and I'm so excited that I'm back, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of icebreaker to get back into this. I think the podcast length is gonna be about 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes. That's the time span I'm kind of looking at right now. But let me know if you guys want something longer. If anybody says y'all want it shorter, I'm sorry, that ain't gonna happen. No, it's 30 minutes or above. But anyway, I really, really do want to appreciate all the people that have been watching, all the people that have been downloading it. My podcast is available on all streaming platforms. Please make sure that you like and comment, and you also rate. That really does help me a lot. But I just want to thank you guys so much again. You guys have been the real MVP to get me back here, get me back talking my bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope you guys liked this podcast coming back. I'm so excited. We're going to have more this year. We're going to do some things, y'all. We're going to be doing some things, but let's just, keep that under wraps until, it actually happens. Ooh, I feel like I kind of did some ASMR there. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. I was about to start. Don't start my bullshit, but then I had to stop myself. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, great afternoon, great time wherever you are. Don't forget to keep on sipping. And I'll see you in my next podcast because I'm going to keep talking this bullshit. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.